breaking the chain of generational narcissism. From the outside, Sophia's family seemed like any other close-knit, successful, and deeply connected. But behind closed doors, it was a different story. Sophia's family was a web of generational narcissism, dark practices, and toxic secrets that had been passed down for decades. At the center of it all was her matriarch mother, a woman deeply entrenched in dark rituals and manipulation. Sophia's initiation into this dark world began at a young age. When she was sexually abused by her stepfather, she ran to her mother for help, only to be met with indifference. What she didn't understand at the time was that this was no ordinary family, it was a coven, and her abuse was part of an initiation ritual. Demonic spirits attached themselves to her, fueling her lust, greed, and narcissistic tendencies. As Sophia grew older, she began to see the full extent of the family's dysfunction. Her cousins, siblings, and even extended family members were all part of the same cycle of abuse and manipulation. They were bound by dark rituals, incestuous relationships, and a shared obsession with power, money, and worldly possessions. Sophia's life became a series of humiliations and betrayals. She watched as family members shared her partners, sometimes even forcing her to participate in their twisted rituals. Fearful of being abandoned, she complied, burying her trauma beneath a facade of narcissism and impulsivity. Her untreated psychological issues only made things worse. She became a ticking time bomb, making impulsive decisions that left her crying over spilled milk. Her latest shock came when she was impregnated by her uncle and forced into a relationship with a same-sex cousin. By this point, Sophia was almost 50, yet she still lived with the mind of a teenager, chasing fleeting pleasures and temporary gains. Despite the chaos, Sophia refused to heal. She clung to the family's toxic cycle, codependent on their approval and support. But the karmic weight of her actions was growing heavier. Her pregnancy was a stark reminder of the life she had been living, a life built on lust, greed, and betrayal. Sophia's story is a tragic example of generational narcissism and the power of dark practices, but it's also a call to action. Sophia has the power to break the chain, to heal and repent, and to align herself with her true sexual identity and divine purpose. The question is, what is she waiting for? When is it too late for her to understand that she needs to distance herself from this whole family, starting from her own mother, at least until she heals? Sophia's mission should be to help the younger generation, to save those lost souls who are still trapped in the family's toxic web. But first, she must save herself.